Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about facial bones. And here at the side you can see the diagrammatic representation of skull showing different bones in different colors for the reference. So let's start our topic with introduction. Facial bones make up the framework of face and contribute to the oral and nasal cavities as well as the orbits of the eyes. There are 14 facial bones, all of which are immovable except the mandible, which allow mouth movement and speech. These bones are integral to functions like chewing, breathing, and facial expression. Now let's talk about facial bones. They include nasal bones, maxilla, zygomatic bone, lacrimal bone, palatine bone, inferior nasal conchae, vomer, mandible. Now let's talk about these facial bones one by one. First facial bone we have is nasal bone. In the diagram you can see orange color bone at the area of nose is the nasal bone. It is paired bone, that means there will be two nasal bones in every skull. There are two small rectangular bones forming the bridge of the nose. They support the cartilage that shapes the lower part of the nose. Second facial bone we have is maxilla. Here you can see the green color bone that is holding up the upper teeth is called is the maxilla. It is paired bone, that means there will be two maxilla in every skull. They are paired bone that forms the upper jaw. Each maxilla holds the upper teeth and help create the hard palate, the orbit and the nasal cavity. Next facial bone we have is zygomatic bone. Here you can see the cheek area, the orange color bone is zygomatic bone. It is paired bone, that means there will be two zygomatic bone in every skull. They are also known as cheek bone because they are present at the cheek area. They articulate with the temporal bone to form the zygomatic arch and contribute to the lateral wall and floor of the orbit. Next facial bone we have is lacrimal bone, that is also paired bone. It is located in the medial wall of eye socket. Each bone contains a groove that serves as a passageway for tear drainage system. Next facial bone we have is palatine bone, that is also paired bone. That means there will be two palatine bones in every skull. They lie at the rear of the nasal cavity. Together they help form the posterior portion of hard palate and parts of nasal cavity and orbit. Next facial bone we have is inferior nasal conchae, that are the curved bones within the nasal cavity. They increase the surface area inside the nose and help warm, moisten and filter inhaled air. Next facial bone we have is vomer. That is a thin flat bone that forms the lower portion of nasal septum. It separates the two nasal cavities. Next facial bone we have is mandible. It is an unpaired bone, that means there will be one mandible in every skull. It is largest and strongest facial bone. It forms the lower jaw and it is the only movable facial bone. It holds the lower teeth and connects with the temporal bone to form the temporomandibular joint. Functions of facial bones. First function is structural support, as they give shape to the face and support important openings like the mouth, eyes and nose. Second function is protection, as they guard the entrance to respiratory and digestive system. Third function is facial expression and movement, as these bones serve as attachment point for facial muscles. Fourth function is sensory assistant, as they surround and protect organs related to smell, sight and taste. Now let's talk about conclusion of this lecture video. Facial bones are architectural wonders that bring both form and function to the human face. Their design is critical not only for aesthetics but also for survival, supporting vital systems like respiration, digestion and communication. Understanding these bones is a gateway into a broader studies into anatomy, dentistry and medical diagnostics. And this was all about facial bones. Hopefully you liked the video. If you do, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Thank you for watching.